Yes, indeed, family. Welcome to this first live listening session with the good brother Shading, indeed, who is joining me from a TV studio in France. As he's there with Paradoxal, I just had to mute him. I just had to mute him a little bit just to have the full sound. And first and foremost, let's. Let's maybe start by the introduction. Shading, what up, brother?
Hey, brother. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. We're here. Glad to
Yeah,
finally have you.
here.
We were supposed to do this live a little while ago, but then everything happened in its own time, and I'm glad that we can do this finally. Shading,
Yes,
man,
finally.
your crown is the bomb diggity, bro. The bomb diggity, man. You nailed it, bro. You nailed it.
Yeah,
Man,
man.
man,
It
man,
was a pleasure to work with you, actually.
bro. Likewise, man. Likewise,
An
like
honor.
I was like, I remember the first time I saw you singing, I was like, yo, I was like, what? What? You singing? I was like, nah, man, this is crazy. Are you serious? Like, yeah, I sing, man. I'm like, oh shit. Wait a minute. I'm gonna send you some music, and so before you know it, boom, that was it. So before we start
Yes.
into the conversation and have you talk a little bit about yourself and how we met and everything. Let me start by playing our song and the video actually for our song. And yeah, man, let the people witness the goodness. I'm gonna mute you while we play the song. This way we don't have no sound interference. So yeah, let's get to it.
Even if you look around, there's always unexpected on your way. Yeah. Even if you touch the ground, you still feel the pressure anyway. A reason to let the spirit go high. A vision you cannot see with your eyes. You breathe in to feel relentlessly this energy when you breathe out. Join your hands and feel. Close your eyes and feel. See you crying and crying. Ready to believe. Ready to believe. Is the time of life. Is the time to cleanse your eyes. Yeah. Your ego, your pride, the anger, the fire you have inside. The power, the love, the dignity that will all align for your fight. So you can win the war and find the glory. You can sit on the throne and write the story of your life. See you ready to believe, ready to believe. Is the time of your life? Is the time clean your eyes? Yeah. See the crown in your mind. Ready to believe. Is the time of your life? Is the time clean your eyes? Yeah. Is the time clean your eyes? Yeah.
That's right. 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 That's right, man. Wow. Your crown. Mm, 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 mm. All right, let me unmute you, brother.
Yes.
Ok, ok, ok. Let's get to it. So,
Okay.
Kenny, on l'a fait en
Yes.
français ou on l'a fait en anglais?
Comme tu veux. English, French, c'est comme tu veux.
Okay, let's do it in English because since most people watching this thing are
Mm.
Anglophones, tell us the inspiration behind the video.
Well, I think that first of all, the inspiration was the music. The music that you sent me gave me a vibe. It gave me a vibe of fighting, of fighting, of
Yeah.
strength. And and at the beginning I didn't know where it was going to, but when we started to work on this, the lyrics came out, and the meaning started to be clearer for me, and then it was an evidence at the end that this was the main goal of this song. It was to find the strength for any battle you are facing in life. So actually, when I imagined the video, I imagined that, the first words are, even if you look around, there always something, always some unexpected on your way.
Yeah.
And I was imagining that, you are trying to run away from something,
Mhm.
and every time it's coming back, and you have to
Yeah.
face it. So this
Yeah.
was the main idea of the video.
And as we didn't know by doing this song that we would be facing something very terrible as we
Yes.
lost our brother Babson.
Hmm.
Um, tell us a little bit about Babson for those who may not know. You've known him up close and personal. You guys have done a lot together.
Yes.
Came together, gave life to this whole concept of paradoxal together with the girls. I mean, tell us a little bit
Mm.
about the late Babson, man.
Well, there's a lot to say about Babson. Babson, first of all, is a real artist. He's a visionary. He's an inspiration for a lot of people, not only in the dance scene, but in all every art,
Hmm.
especially underground arts. And he of course he is known as a dancer and a
Hmm.
choreographer and a choreograph, as he says.
Hmm.
And he started with his crew, Wanted Pussy, and then he created in the hip hop dance scene. And then he specialized in house dance. And yes, and now he's one of the legend of the house dance scene. So this is Babson, and for me, like, I mean, he's my big brother, and we've known each other for since a long time now. But we've been working together since almost 10 years now, with Paradoxal, with All for House represents. And
Right on.
yes, it was a hard situation to lose him, but we are. This is exactly what you said. The meaning of this song are even more clearer for me, that you have to face these kind of things in life, and for him, we are going forward.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, man. That's the only way, man. The only way is forward and upward, and he would have definitely not wanted it to be any other ways anyway. It had to be about
Yes.
pushing forward.
Exactly.
But yeah, man.
Exactly.
And I'm glad that you guys managed to come together with Paradoxal and Malcolm and the whole crew. Man, it's just amazing. So tell us a little bit about Paradoxal and what is so special about Paradoxal.
Well, Paradoxal is a strong. I mean, I don't know if I would say crew or family, because it's really in between.
It's
But
family, I think. Definitely
sorry,
family. Yeah. I think
family.
it's family for sure.
Yes, it's a family thing for real, and they are strong women, and they are representing their own style all around the house music. So you have hip hop dancers, crump dancers. You have locking dancers. You know, you have every kind of style in Paradoxal. But the line, the main line, is house music, and it has been created the crew has been created by Boddhi by Baba in
Bye bye. Yeah.
2012, and he knew from the very beginning where he wanted to go with this, and
Yeah.
he accomplished so many steps of what he was,
Yeah.
visualizing.
I remember. I remember when Baba told me about his idea to build a crew. I was there. He was on the phone with me. So, what do you think? That's my vision. I want to create a crew, put together a crew of just like queens. And I was like, "Yep,
Yes.
that's the idea."
Yeah.
And I believe at the time I was still part of Ancestral in together with Ivan Diaz. We invited them. I think we were one of the first people to, in venue or event, at least to invite and have Paradoxal honors with the talent. So it was a privilege, and already that first performance they did, everybody was like, "Whoa!"
Yes, I remember that.
It
They did
was
a
a memorable
performance
time,
that everybody could. I mean, anybody couldn't forget this. It was a crazy vibe. I was so proud of
crazy
them.
time.
Yes,
Definitely,
and
man. They killed it. They killed it,
it's a great memory.
and so now, furthermore, what about you? What is your? Tell us a little bit about you, man. What is your heritage? Where do you come from? How did you go from dancing to singing and vice versa? Like, what's the next project? Tell us a little bit about you.
Ooh, well, so first thing I can say is that I always say music first.
Mm.
Music first. About myself, for me, it's music first. So
Yeah,
it always has been all around music. So I started to dance first, but I was always singing, in my bedroom, like a lot of people, in front of
the mirror.
pictures and mirror, And yes, I started to dance because I have a lot of dancers in my family actually, and
Okay,
I also come. I mean, both two of my uncles were hip hop dancers. One of my aunt was a hip hop dancer too, jazz dancer, and I started with them very young, like I was 5 years old. And then really quickly, also my brothers started hip hop dance, so I started. I mean,
so a family thing.
it started with dance. I've been involved in dancing first,
Yeah,
uh, and then around I think 16, I started to dance more seriously with um, with my teacher. I had a hip hop teacher called Francis Mbida that passed away last year actually as well,
oh,
and he was my
peace.
first mentor, and he introduced me to the hip hop scene, like really, and we created a crew actually with Odile from Paradoxal as well. So we were very young, like
Shout
16.
outs.
Yes, I say 16, and we lasted for 10 years, and then I've been involved in the organization of his own events. Francis Mbida was organizing some events in Paris, called Section Showtime, and he involved me in the organization of this. And when it stopped, like right after I've been called by Babson, he was like,
Brother
"Okay,
Sam.
I have some projects, and I want you to be part of it." Especially because I knew I was already friend with Malcolm, with Mogwai from Serious Steppers as well, and also because he liked how I was working. So he said, "Okay, I have one crew, Serious Steppers, another crew that I'm creating, Paradoxal, and I want to organize 2 events. It was not Alpha House at that time, but it was Apocalyptic, and I think
Apocalyptic, exactly.
you were
I
supposed to be
even
part of
played.
it, but it didn't.
No, I even played that. No, I played the Apocalyptic event at the one, the event that you guys did at this place, Truc
Ah,
de
the VIP,
Culture,
La
là.
Villette.
Voilà,
Yes,
exactement, à la Villette.
yes. I remember this. And
Yeah.
Vencido has played in the Apocalyptic too, and then it kind of turned into Alpha House, and Alpha House is one of the main events in Paris, so we started to organize this, and yes,
Bon.
and then for singing, it's another story. You know, uh, it, nobody knew that I was singing, and only myself. And one day I saw like uh, that there was an audition for a choir, urban choir in Paris called Sankofa Units,
Okay.
and I went there without thinking. I went there and I passed the audition, and I worked with them for 1 year. And I think that first of all, I have to say, because it's my time, it's my time to give props to also my inspiration, because I have another friend of mine, Hailif, who is a producer, and he lives in Lithuania now. And he's
Okay.
actually the first who was like, you have to do something with your voice, you have something. And he was, involving me in his projects with some backs, and it was so he's the first one who believed in
Shout out, man.
in
Shout out.
me, in like this. And then I started to work with my cousin as well. His name is Animist right now, and he's a producer as well. And the cover that you saw on Instagram of
Mm-hmm.
the cover of Get It Together from India Ari, but in a house remix, was actually produced by him.
Well done,
So
man.
so yes, that's exactly how everything started in music. I mean,
Damn,
in
man.
singing, not in
In
music.
singing, yeah, I
Singing
understand.
was all
Yeah,
my
yeah,
life.
yeah. Man, that's beautiful,
Yes,
brother. Well, man, again, sharing. I'm really looking forward to working with you on some more music, and
I hope so.
um, and uh, and we about to do some good things. I mean, I'm amazed at the amount of love we're getting for your crown. I mean, it's a beautiful
Yeah.
piece, of course, and it deserves all the love it's getting. But the video you guys delivered, so big shout out to the whole crew,
Yes.
Malcolm, Paradoxal, and every other souls involved in the cast. And yeah, man,
Yes.
let's keep on working to make history and to to give
Yes.
people the experience that we must give them, no matter what.
Yes. But I have to say something, Bodhi,
Tell
first.
tell us, yeah.
I have to tell you something. When I first started to listen house music, right? I was in a rehearsal with Yuxen
Mm.
from Wanted Posia as well. One of
Dixon
the
Oaks,
closest brothers. Yes, Yuxen Hoax, one of the closest brothers of Babson as well.
indeed.
And he was playing this song, and I was like, "What's that? I don't know that kind of song, that kind of music. I don't know." And I was like, "What the hell?" And it was actually Nyari Kono with Umu
Ooh,
Sangare,
yeah,
right?
yes,
And I
yes,
fell in love with this song, right? And
beautiful, man.
actually, Odile, who has always been one of my closest friends too, was like, "Okay, I'm gonna buy you this song." So she bought me this song on Apple Music, and
Oh
because I
wow,
was
oh,
listening
good
to it
stuff, man.
all over and over and over, And I remember when I started singing, I, when I started to take it seriously, I was like,
Hmm.
okay, one of the main step of what I would do in music is to have a featuring with one of the inspiration I have in music. And I have to
Beautiful, man.
say that when you contacted me to do this, I didn't realize at first, but then when I hang up the phone, and I was like, am I really doing something with Boddhi Satva? So I'm realizing something that I wrote in the
Yeah,
air,
man.
right? So I
Yeah,
have to
man.
thank you for this, because it's
Beautiful.
I mean, it could be a lesson for everyone, you know. to
It
just
is.
to just do things. And that's what Babson, and I'm thinking about Babson since the video came out so much, because he was always saying, okay, I mean, never mind if it's not perfect, you have to do things, you have to do things. And I'm hearing his voice like every day saying, you know,
Yeah.
that's it, you did it, but you have to go further. And for me, this featuring is the meaning of all of this, you know.
Yeah, man, 100%. And I echo you, and I echo what Babson said, because I think that, if you don't try and if you don't do it, it's not going to be perfect all the time. But as you try and you do things, it gets better and it gets perfected, man.
Yes.
And your vision came to life. But I think it's also a question of vibe. You've always been a very, you've stayed very close to my memory, because me and you, and the reason why you stayed very close to my memory is because one night I was actually going to the hospital, I think, to see my father coming back from the hospital. I can't remember. My father was
Yes.
hospitalized at HSAPFPA. And I remember you and I, we had a really like very deep conversation for the amount of time we were in the same metro together. Actually, no, I was leaving the hospital. I was going back to my
Yes,
friend at Bruce's
I
place.
remember.
And you were, and it was obviously a very stressful time, my father being in the coma and all that. And you stayed in my memory. And I always said to myself, I said, yo, this guy is a really good guy, man, And
Mm,
when I saw you singing, I was like, okay, this is it. I need to contact him and get some work done with him, and that's what we did, And again, but had it not been for us connecting in that metro,
mhm.
I don't think we would have had. I mean, I probably would have. I don't know, but I just know that you marked my moment, my memory in time, just like some people that I met at that very specific moment of my life, which was very one of the most difficult moments in my life,
Yes.
leading to the loss of my father. But
Yes.
with the, you crossed my path, and I was completely unexpected. It wasn't expected. You didn't expect to see me, and I didn't expect to see you. And they were like, "Oh, what's up,
Mm,
bro?" There was always a
yes.
mutual respect, but just we never really got the chance to like sit down and talk.
Exactly.
And that's how we got to sit down and speak a little bit. You told me a little bit about you, and vice versa. And yeah, we connected, and it was
Yes.
just a matter of time until this came
Yes.
to life. It's a beautiful
Exactly.
fruition, and I'm really, really honored and humbled, and I look forward to us doing some good things together. It's gonna come. It's gonna come for sure.
Same here. Same here. And I have of course I have to thank every people who has been involved, Malcolm, all the paradoxal,
We thank them
my
for sure,
friends,
man.
the people you see in the video also of my childhood friends. I've known them since I was 10 years old, so it was like Malcolm said, it was a family jam, family jam. We had so
And
much fun.
it's actually felt in the video, and that's why I think people love it so much. Besides, there's a strong black exploitation feeling with all you guys all wearing all black and this like Black
Yeah.
Panther feeling, but at the same time, there's this big sense of connection and family. Um, it's beautiful, man. It's a beautiful, beautiful song, and the video
Yes.
is so dope as well. So yes, I invite each and every one of you who are watching this to go and stream our song. It's Boddhi Satva and Shedding, and the song is called Your Crown, and it's streaming on all your favorite streaming platforms, as well as here on YouTube, since the video is now available, directed by Malcolm and Shedding himself, and with the appearance of some amazing, amazing, amazing people and a beautiful, beautiful musical family. Yeah, man. Just overall, nothing but love, my brother. But yeah, man, I know you're busy. I know you're at this TV station with the ladies. Y'all are
Yes,
done.
exactly.
You just did a performance. Can you tell us a little bit about that before you go? What are you
Yes.
guys doing right now?
They have been doing. I'm actually with Paradoxal now, three of them actually, and they have been doing a performance at a TV show called Culture Box that is soon coming out, and it was also to give homage to Babson.
Of
So
course.
right now we are at the TV set.
Nice, man. Nice. Well, look, brother, I appreciate you making the time for this little talk.
Thank you.
Family, make sure you go and check out this tune, Your Crown, Shading Boddhi Satva, nothing the good vibes, and look out for what's coming in the future. This has been your first edition of live listening session with yours truly. And yeah, man, my guest here, Shading. Look out, make sure you go check out his page on Instagram. Also, remember that we can only continue to do what we do through your support, which is not only just following this page and following his page, but also through donations. It's very important for you to remember that we're still not able to really go back to work the way we used to. So, you know, feel free to donate. I don't know if you're sharing, you got a PayPal or something like that. If you do, send me the link and I'll add it to the description section of this video, and you guys can make donations at will, because you know it's very important, especially in these very, very difficult times for creative people. So support your artists, as I always say. Shading, merci frangin, on est ensemble. We're signing out from this session. You have a message maybe for the viewers watching this right now before we sign out?
No, I mean, I think we said everything. I really shout out to everyone who is close to us, and shout out to our community. This is something that I want to say. Shout out to our community, because it's even when we don't think it is, but it's a close family. It's a close family. It's all about connections, and when you create in this environment, it's a safe environment, and it's good to be part of this. So thank
100%.
you, brother, and I'm very proud of what we did.
On est ensemble, frangin Tom, tu sais.
On est
Ça
ensemble.
arrive. Il y a du lourd qui arrive. Yes, sir. Family, bless up, yo.
Yes.